Freddy, why don't you let me sleep for once?
I don't want to let you sleep. I am the Dream Master. I will kill you in your dreams.
But I'm so tired. Can't you kill me after I get some sleep?
Well, that's not how it works. What am I supposed to do while you're sleeping?
I don't know. Just hang around.
Well, I can't even move. I'm on this arm. Damn it!
Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Eric with Eric and the Horror Stories, and today is a very exciting day. Why? Because it's Tattoo Day! That's right, here in a little bit, headed off to Inked Expressions Tattoo to see Mr. Eric Newby, who has thus far done every bit of ink on my body, which today I believe will surpass 100 hours of needle time, which... God dang, that's expensive. But you know what? It's worth it to have some good work on me, and I think it's very good work. So, about 6 years ago, just over, is when I started getting tattooed. Done a lot in a little amount of time. I just want to get it over with at this point, get everything covered up as possible. Probably leave my face and neck and knuckles alone. Stay away from the career killers for now. But, yeah, so I got the Psycho half sleeve, which we'll talk about another time first, a while back. Then I wanted to get something for Elm Street, so I got this piece. Freddie and Nancy. Eric Newby drew that up. The Blue Nancy is from a Nightmare on Elm Street poster. I actually have a smaller version of it signed by Heather Langenkamp. So that's why she's blue. Plus, kind of symbolizes that she's dreaming. I actually like that quite a bit. But anyway, this is the part that was done already, and the kind of red and green sweater bit surrounding it was actually my daughter's idea, which is a very good one. So I was just going to leave it a half sleeve forever. I kind of liked that I had one full sleeve and then one half sleeve, but I don't know. There's all this empty space and a lot more Elm Street imagery I could think to put on there, so I made some decisions, and a few months ago decided, let's get this sucker finished. Let's leave it out. So I've had a few sessions now. You may have caught a glimpse of that on other videos, but I'm not going to show you anything until it's finished today, which it should be finished. We got some filling in to do, and that's it. So very excited. Going to head off to the tattoo shop. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my house. It's actually a couple days after the tattoo now. I did want to bring you more footage from Inked Expressions. Just it wasn't that great for the main reason of audio. Between the tattoo gun buzzing and having masks on, it just was difficult to hear anything. I wanted to have some back and forth and some, this is what's happening now, we're doing this, da-da-da. And it just would have been a muffled mess. Muffled Mess is my stripper name, by the way. I didn't want to bring that to you, the audio or my stripping. So I'm just going to go over everything here. I have all the cool stuff to show you and all that, and just go over the process. It is a process, getting a tattoo, especially a big one. It's not like just going in and picking a design out of a book. Then they do it with little, back and forth between the two of you needed. Now, if you get a tattoo that way, that's great. I don't think Inked Expressions even does that. And that's more of a bygone thing, I think, for the most part. I could be wrong. Don't kill me, tattoo people. It's awesome if you do that. I just only know the process of here. I kind of have this concept of designs I want. Newbie will say, what about this and what about this? And then we'll decide something. So that's what we did for this. We had a ton of filler pieces to do. 6 detail pieces actually to come up with and place around my arm. Just him drawing those up and making stencils and all that took 4 hours to do all 6 because he really is meticulous. And it's just a process. So I was there for 12 hours and 4 hours was that. Then after he does that, he sets up all his inks and all that stuff. And then I had 6 hours of actual time in the needle. I always track that because I find it interesting. I've hit 100 hours with him now. His most tattooed person, his walking advertisement, the pride and joy of his career, even though he never puts me in his promotional material. So that's what, 10, 11 hours. There's time for breaks because I'm a wiener and I have to get up every once in a while. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. I have to go pee, which is actually a lie. I just go into the bathroom and go, my arm hurts. And then when it's over, he cleans everything up. You chit-chat for a few, and he takes some pictures. All in all, they're noon to midnight. Long time. But worth it. So, getting right into what I had done. I had already discussed, I had this Nightmare on Elm Street half sleeve. I loved it. Wasn't going to do anything else to it. But over time, I've really gotten the itch to fill out the arm. I kind of struggled what I wanted to do. Did I want to do more classic Elm Street scenes? I also thought there was all this cool stuff from other movies in the series, notably Part 3, Dream Warriors, which is a favorite of mine. In fact, I probably like Dream Warriors as much as the original. Just came out at a great time in my life. Love the movie, love the story. The cast is great, all of whom I have met. So finally I was like, yeah, you know what? Dream Warriors doesn't get enough love. I am making the rest of this arm Dream Warriors. And actually the entire arm is now, because Freddie and Nancy are both in that movie. So I have a Dream Warrior sleeve. And I'm about to show you all about it. I have the stencils he drew up here, most of them. So I'm going to show you each stencil. Maybe show you on the screen what scene it correlates from in the movie, so you can see actually how close together all of them are. So I wanted to represent each main character in the movie for the most part, all the kids at least, so we did all that. And I'll just go through here stencil by stencil and show you. I'll show you one he already did. We'd already done a couple sessions on this arm before this finish up session, so let's get right into this. So when this was originally done, I did have this gap down here that there was nothing. It was this kind of long horizontal area. So there was one scene in particular in Dream Warriors that I knew fit that, and that's when this Freddy worm pops out of the ground and swallows Patricia Arquette, who's the main character. Doesn't entirely eat her, ends up getting out of there. And they actually film that scene in reverse. They start with her in this, I don't know what my hands are doing. Start with her in this giant Freddy worm, and she climbs out, but they reverse it for the actual film, so it looks like it's eating her because it was easier to shoot that way. Also, the Freddy worm they originally came up with was Freddy colors, fleshy, burn kind of colors, but the worm ended up looking like a giant dick. So they did not want a giant dick eating Patricia Arquette, even though I think that's kind of awesome. They made it this weird greenish color so it didn't read dick. So I told Newbie multiple times, I do not want this to look like a dick. Do not put a dick on me. I do not want a big dick on me. My arm. It doesn't matter. I'll do one anyway. So anyway, he draws up this. And I'll show you on the screen too the actual scene that's from. This is pretty much true to the scene. Sometimes we do adaptations, but in this case, it's the exact thing. And I think it came out pretty grand. So, da-da-da-da. And Bob's your uncle. I don't know why people say that. Anyway, and I had another big piece that was done in the complete inner arm area here, but I'm not going to show you that yet because there's all this other stuff in with it. I do not know where the stencil is for the Elm Street sign, which I love. Kind of looks wonky if you bend your arm. It is straight though. So I had to put the old Elm Street sign in there, and it's all grungy and dirty and stuff. Love it. Love it. Very striking. We did a great job on that. So let's go through the other stencils here. Got the classic imagery of... There we go. Classic imagery of girl on the tricycle. Those little creepy girls. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. There she is. Very good, very good. A lot of little detail work, and this one especially. This the main character makes this popsicle stick house, and I don't think she even knows what she's making, but it's the Nightmare on Elm Street main house. And so that went right there. That's just a little space on my wrist, and the detail on that, fantastic. So it's actually the second house on me. There is a house on my leg for Night of the Living Dead. I have a bunch of houses, bunch of faces and hands. Newbie and I always joke that every time he tattoos me, we do a face and a hand. Face and a hand. All right, Taryn. Well, I'm sorry about the lighting. I am trying. What is that? It's this white thing. There it is. So she's badass Mohawk girl in the movie. All these kids get powers in their dreams. They figure out how to empower themselves. She becomes this kind of punk rocker chick with these switchblade knives. There's little bitty switchblades. I don't know what's up with that. I like little butter knife switchblades. In my dreams, I'm beautiful and bad. And then Freddy kicks her ass. But still, so there was that. And she is right in here. She does look a little strange, but that color is not settled yet. It'll have a cool kind of reddish shadow on her when it does. And this entire arm is very vivid right now because this was just done, and color does not stay that bright and vibrant. And it looks in stark contrast to this, which is, 5 years old. But it'll all settle and look like it was relatively done at the same time. Joey, in the movie, he can't speak for a long time. He's lost his power to speak through trauma. But in the dreams, he finally discovers his voice. And it has a lot of power. So we originally were going to do a different scene with him. It didn't fit. Finally, I was like, I just want to do him screaming. So he's right there. Really pops, too. It's like the first thing you see on my arm now is, ah! Ah! Go screaming. Love it. The Wizard King. This guy in a wheelchair in the movie. But in his dreams, he's a powerful wizard master. He's a big Dungeons and Dragons kind of guy. Shoots these lasers out of his fingers and stuff. Freddy very cruelly kills him. Again, Freddy is holding him up by his neck, getting ready to kill him. That's the scene we used in Silhouette here. And I say we, meaning I said, yeah, that was cool. And then maybe put it on me. Laid it on me, man. That newbie laid it on me. And we have Kincaid. Tough guy in the movie. Hard to find a good picture of him. I'm going to show on the screen what this was drawn from. He's kind of hunkered down in the corner in the quiet room for not behaving. Kincaid is, I only know where this shit is. He is right here. Very awesome. Alright, so the last two pieces kind of in the middle of everything. I don't have the stencil for one, but one of the classic all-time reference kills in the Elm Street series is the television kill, where a girl named Jennifer is watching TV. She wants to be an actress. She falls asleep watching TV. Freddy makes the TV come to life, grabs her, and rams her into the TV set while saying,
"This is it, Jennifer. Your big break in TV."
And then,
"Welcome to prime time, bitch."
so good. So good. Anyway, that is right here. Old Freddy there. Ramming her ass into the TV set. Don't watch too much TV. The Oompa Loompas told you that, didn't they? What do you get from watching too much TV? Freddy shoves your ass into channel 3. I don't know. That's not what they say. Alright, so last I'm going to show you one that's kind of in the middle of the arm here that was done previously, but I would have given away all the other stuff. You already caught a glimpse of it, obviously. But my favorite kill in the entire Elm Street series is Philip, who is in bed, and Freddy wakes him up, pulls all the tendons out of his body, or 4 major tendons anyway, and proceeds to marionette him, forcing him to walk with these tendons, and ends up walking him to his death. So there's that. Also, the syringe glove was in a very interesting scene in the movie where Freddy kills actually Mohawk Girl with a syringe. And this wasn't used in this particular scene. We cut these two things together so that this could be represented, because I already have Freddy's regular glove on my arm, and that was actually what was in this. But we got 2 for 1 there. 2 for 1. So, again, there's a lot going on here. Very vivid colors. It'll die down some. You see the syringe glove. And poor Philip. And then, oh, Freddy Dick. Sorry about that. I can paint it green, I guess, where it doesn't look like one. Anyway, that is the Elm Street arm tattoo. Finished product. I'm going to get all sexy and Playboy for you here. And let me tell you, this feels fantastic. If you have the choice between getting your elbow tattooed and getting shot in the face, you seriously need to give it some thought. Again, I'm sorry for kind of glary, but there's something about glary. I'm going to awkwardly do all this.
And that's the tattoo episode. Freddy Dick says thanks for watching. Next week.
It's actually a very heartfelt episode I'm looking forward to bringing you, and it's kind of sweet. It means a lot to me, and I'm not joking. So join me next week. I hope you're enjoying these. They're going to be very different week to week. I'm never going to be talking about the same kind of thing 2 weeks in a row. So next week, Eric and Horror Stories brings you a very special episode. Bring the family in. Give them a hug and a big wet tongue kiss. And I'll see you then. So, we had math, and my nose is itching so bad that I cannot stand it.